Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. Thank you to the session chairman for the introduction. I appreciate it. Thanks to the OSI 2021 organizing team, especially to Dr. Bashir for inviting and allowing me to share this topic. I'm pleased to be here, virtually here, with all the virtual participants and presenters. I've been listening and observing many interesting presentation topics on OSI and all the technologies and development so far. I'm glad to be here. This presentation is about surveying roles and responsibilities in marine UXO detection, removal and disposal project. I summarize it as UXO hunting. Before they deepen and widen the shipping channel, the shipping fairways. So there's a pre-dredging requirements. And I've been presenting this like this before in 2018, September 2018 at Hydro C in Putrajaya. But that was based on the hunting the UXO using the ROV in Netherlands for the wind farm cable installation. So they have to clear the UXO, clear the debris along the corridor. But for this one, why they want to deepen and widen? Because of economic factor, economic requirement, economic supply and demand. So they want to, it's a source of income of the country. And then of course for the insurance purposes and for the HAC for navigation and for the safety navigation, for the environment, and then for the health as well, health, safety and environment of the area. I would like to record this presentation. I don't have the intention to promote, sell, represent, expose names and things like that for commercial purposes. I don't have any interest on that one, but just pure sharing the experience, sharing the for the awareness of others. This kind of project is not really often here in this region, and there are various procedures for such a work, like using ROV I mentioned just now, and then divers. But for this one, I'm going to particularly present about using the ROD, the remote operated dredger. Right. A little bit of the background of this project. This is somewhere in between in Poland and Germany. There's waterways. Yeah. So this area is a World War, identified as a World War zone area. So you can imagine a lot of debris around this region, around this area, but particularly in the waterways. And yeah, we have to hunt the UXO, the identified debris, by the magnetometer survey, and then geophysical, other side scan, sonar, sub-bottom profile, and so on. So multi-beam as well, so for the depth. And then they have to clear. We have to hunting the UXO within this area, 13 meters of water depth. Outside, then we have to leave it there, but we have to record the position and whereabout and our area. So this is the Bodak project, yeah, a company in the Netherlands, Bodak. This was in end of 2019. I was there for 7 weeks in the cold and freezing weather before the pandemic, of course. I would like to record my appreciation or credit to Johan Stam of QC in Netherlands. He introduced me to this project, to Bodak, and I managed to be on the job. Yeah, this 24/7 operation, and very challenging. Right. Before I go ahead, I want to like to leave you with these 3 minutes introduction videos from Bodak. It's from their website, so you can have an idea. You see a lot of technique they do. You see the rod, the remote operated dredging, materials, equipments, and vessel and things like that in the videos. You see how they manage the UXO, how they manage the debris, thing like that. I'm going to show it to you. So 3 minutes. Be right back. Right. Thank you for that 3 minutes. You saw a lot of features there, a lot of things that are happening. So this is the team that I was there for quite a while. 2 surveyors, and I was with the other surveyors, the other shift. Two ROD pilots, the remote operated dredger pilots, and two EOD expert, the explosive ordnance disposal expert. So they are the one who has the library of all the UXOs available, and they know what to expect, and what is the dimension and measurement of that, and what is the UXO it's all about. So we're going to record it in the timesheet, in the event log. Yeah, so this is the team. At the back there is the rod. Yeah, you saw in the video the red rod ROD, so can be rotated. I'll show you later after this. Yeah, this is the rod. This is on the Mira R. Yeah, the vessel name is Mira Alpha, Mira A, Mira R. So it has two spud leg. I have as a surveyors to position the vessel on the right on position, safe away from the targets, and then make sure that the rod will go right on the spot of the identified target to be hunted. And yeah, a lot of rotating sensors there, and then depth sensors, and then positioning, and have to go into the software to go to the display unit. Yeah, and this is the operation room. That is the, as I mentioned here, there's EOD guys in the corner here, and then this is the ROD pilot. So he's the one who put the ROD on the target based on our navigation, and then start searching, hunting for the target. And this is the corner. This is my survey corner here. We have a spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet at the bottom here, and then we have the navigation and positioning and control over here. So not just us, but there's another display up on the bridge for the captain to see as well. Yeah, right. This is the display from the rod. So they see from a profile of this, so how deep they have dredged, and then this is the position. This is the grid layout. How the suction, how the dredger going to move around, how the sensor going to move to hunt or to identify the targets. Yeah, and this is what we are hunting for. Yeah, so this is the little, still dangerous and still live. Some are still with fuse, and we have to do a lot of procedures on if we found something. This is not from the project. This is from the website. So, but the most important thing is the what I'm going to tell you about the mobilization and calibration. This is very important. Yeah, the geodetic parameters, the vessel offsets, check, position check, heading check, motion checks, and then what has to go to the vessel, and what has from the ROD, from the rod into the navigation, into the surveying, yeah, into the software. You have to do a lot of check, make sure that everything is all right, and then the time is all right, all synchronized, and then all the sign convention, the reference frame is all right. If the rotating sensors must be correct in the sign in the reference frame, and in interfacing, as I mentioned. So this is the basic thing. You have to check, but I don't have to go through this. But I just want to show this. This is, I want to highlight this, guys. Surveyors have to pay attention on this. This is another source of error that sometimes we don't realize this, because of the different sensors, different motion sensors, different rotating sensors have a different reference frame. So sometimes surveyors get confused. I get confused sometimes when I go to different countries, using different equipment. So this is source of positioning errors. We don't want to do that, because if we have errors in position, we can never find it. If you ask me about what is the tolerance, what is the position, is less than 0.5, less than half a meter accuracies. Otherwise, we can't find the target. Right, and marine magnetometers. This is another important source of information that we have to juxtapose, we have to import in the navigation software. So they have done this earlier, much earlier. So by a qualified geophysicist, interpreted all this magnetometer survey from side scan sonar, from the sub bottom profile, from the multi-beam, and then it come up with this magnetometer map, Maggie map, and then with all these target, MTL is a master target list with all these unique identification numbers. So they have not just position, but they have the size, the weight, the depth, where is the target going to be. So it's all recorded here. So it's worth mention about type of magnetometer. It can be a Geometrics G882. You saw in the videos, Fugro EMU GeoWing. Yeah, they use array of G882 magnetometer. So launch from vessel and tow it, to as close as to the seabed. They use like a cesium vapor type sampling rate, like equals to 10 hertz sampling rates, complete with altimeters and depth sensors, and the sensitivity of the magnetometers up to 0.02 nanotesla per meter. Yeah, so Teledyne also has kind of magnetometer mounted for the ROV, so TSS 440, for example. Yeah, and then they also helicopter magnetometer mounted on helicopter. They call it HeliMag. Not just for UXO hunting and mapping, yeah, but it's for archaeological mapping and then geohazard mapping as well. Right. And yeah, as I said, we import the magnetometer georeference map into Quincy. We use Quincy or the vessel in Bodak. Here in this project, we use Quincy, we import it, and then we can display. We have to configure Quincy so we can display the profile of the rod, the position of everything, heading, and the time, and then all the maps, all the display, vessel heading, and then the corridor, the shipping lane corridor, so we know that we are with the inside or outside shipping lane. And the position of the spot as well. So, captain is interested to see where is the spot going to be. So the orientation of the vessel is always changing based on the weather, based on the environment, based on the current and all that. Yeah. And we have to record this as well, the position of the MAGI or the MAC data. Yeah. So, the identified target. And this is summary of the project, summary of the survey task. So we have to make sure that everything is spot on. Vessel, the spot leg position, as I mentioned just now, the heading, RTK. I have to make sure that RTK is operating all the time. So we have one or two backups. If we want down, and we have another one backup. And then we have to make sure that we go to the right targets, right reference, right position, and we have to do surveying for hunting the UXO, and then when we find something, then we're going to identify and then map it on the navigation. And then the rod start to hunting, rod start to surveying, start to identify what target was that. I have to record every single minute on what's happening. And when we're done, then we finish, and then we have to do S-left surveys, make sure that the target area is clean, or clear from debris. So this is the decision tree. We have to follow all the vessel. We have to follow. Yeah, if we found something, and what we have to do after that, and then we have to go and then make sure that we do the grid. We survey within the grid. This is contractual grid. Yeah. And then if we found something, and then we have to extend the grid, make it bigger. And if we found nothing, then that's it. So the area is clear. If we find something within that 4x4, then we have to continue 2x2 grid based on the identified target, and then we have to do survey again until the area is clear. So this is a lot of decision that have to be made. So if you reach the target, if the target is deeper than 13 meters, if target outside the corridors, and we have to record it, but we don't have to recover it. We have to leave it there, and a lot, yeah. And this is the some of the objects, some of the debris that we found, and we measure, we record it. This is not good for the dredging operation. 84 kilos, yeah, on the date and the time that we found it. And then this is the another debris, 234 kilos. So with all the position somewhere in the record, in the MTL, and this is like a boat propeller shaft, something like that, 210 kilos. This is another one, 2,500 kilos of not UXO. This is not UXO. This is the navigation buoy. It's an old navigation buoy we found on the seabed. Yeah, it's more than 2,500 kilos. It's a big one. Yeah, so, and this is the event log I was talking about. We have to report in such a manner, not just, yeah, we surveyors on the 4 vessel have to report in typical. This is the required reporting spreadsheet. Yeah, if we found target, and then if we nothing found, we have to do like this. If we found something, if we UXO, we have to record like this, and then we have to record what it is based on the EOD advice. We record it, what is that, and then we have photograph of the seabed, photograph on the deck. And then we found one object, and then we have to record like this. If we found more than one object but less than 20 kilos, we have to do like this. Yeah, a lot of procedures, a lot of administration of the target that we found and not found, and all the time, the depth, and then things. This will go into the client's GIS. Yeah, the database, the information system. They have to go into that system because they have to report it to their government. So what they have to clear, what have been cleared, and what not. So that is a cost. There's a price for this, all this. Yeah, every single thing identified, recovered, they have their fee for this. So there's money for this. Right, and other than the spreadsheet and pictures and all the photos, measurement and all that, even the weight, yeah, we have to submit the DPR as well, the daily progress report. We have to submit at the end of the shift, and then because they send it to shore administration office, and then they're going to compile from the 4 vessels. Deliverables, 4 vessel database, they're going to compile, and then then they're going to send the clean, fresh MTL, master target list, back to us, so that we can go to the new target. So the target that we have done, and we don't visit again, so we don't do mistake on that one. So that's very important. Right, and all the challenges I've gone through with you, the challenges just now as I presented. So data administration is very challenging. We have to very fast, very quick, and 100% correct. Marine traffic, a lot of marine traffic. We have to stop and come back, and that's why position is very important, because we have to go on the same spot and continue and finish the procedures. Every target. Water depth. Shallow, as you know, it's shallow, and then the turbidity is very high, visibility is very poor, so tides and currents a lot along the channels, yeah, and the weather as well. So you can imagine the weather, wind and current and wave and so on in the area, and of course the cold and freezing weather. This is a guideline, a guidance that you can refer to. It's worth to refer, 180 pages, not from the project, but released last year, April last year. You can have a look. This is a good reference, guys. And yeah, that's about it. That's my end of presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening and watching. And if any question after this, you can ask after the presentation. With that, thank you so much. Thank you to OSI again, 2021. Thank you for everything. Right? Bye bye. Thank you.